Hello everybody and welcome back to Mr. Miller's Art Room. Today I would like to talk a little bit about pattern. Patterns are a really important aspect in art because it gives the viewer, the person who's looking at the art, a real exciting thrill to see. Human beings look for patterns everywhere in the world, and we can find meaning in patterns, and what's most importantly is that we can create patterns. Almost anything can be a pattern. For instance, you could make a pattern with letters. Mr. Monocle, would you mind reading out this pattern for us and see if you can actually finish this out?
Yes, of course. A, B, C. A, B, C.
Now, what do you think's going to come after in these three spots?
Well, with my best estimation, another A, B, and C.
That's correct, Mr. Monocle. Excellent work. Yes, it would be A, B, C. That's a pattern. You can even make a pattern with numbers. Mr. Monocle, would you read this one out for us?
Of course, Mr. Miller. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Now, Mr. Monocle, would you mind telling us what the next set of numbers would be?
Well, Mr. Miller, I'm not too good with numbers. Perhaps you can help. Everyone, tell us what the next set of numbers would be. That's correct. 1, 2, 3. Ah, Mr. Miller, they're shape patterns.
Go ahead, Mr. Monocle. Give it a try.
Triangle, circle, square. Triangle, circle, square.
And what would be the following shapes in these spots?
Everyone with me. Triangle, circle, square.
That's correct. Triangle, circle, and square. We know that it's a pattern because we can see the previous things that came before it. And if it repeats over and over again, we can use our best guessing skills to figure out what the patterns might be. In art, we can use almost anything as a pattern. Colors, shapes, or lines are usually the things, but you can also make patterns with pictures. I'm going to be utilizing these oil pastels in order to create different patterns in each of these 6 squares. However, you could use paint, crayons, markers, anything that you can make art with, you can make patterns with. We're going to start with these oil pastels. Now, how do we start making a pattern?
Well, I'd say you could figure out which colors you want to use first.
That's correct, Mr. Monocle. Figuring out the colors is the easiest way to go. I suggest either using 2 to 3 different colors at first. I'm going to start simply first by using purple and orange. And to keep it fairly regular, I'm going to make the first ones pretty simple. It's going to be a horizontal line.
Horizontal? What does that mean?
Horizontal means left and right straight across. So let me show you. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my purple and I'm going to make a straight line across like so. Then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to skip a spot. I'm going to make another straight purple line across. And I'm going to keep repeating this until I've got the whole pattern area laid out. Just like that. Now I'm going to grab my orange and do the same thing in these spots that I've left open. And now I have a pattern. Mr. Monocle, what pattern is this?
Everyone with me. Purple, orange. Purple, orange. Purple, orange. Purple, orange, purple.
That's correct, Mr. Monocle. You've got it. Now let's make it more complicated. Instead of using 2 colors, I'm going to use 3. And instead of going horizontally, I'm going to go vertically. I'm going to start with this teal blue. Then I'm going to go to the pink. And finally, I'm going to finish it with this red. And now I've got a vertical pattern. The next pattern is going to use yellow, orange, brown, and green. And instead of horizontal or vertical, we're going to use diagonal lines that go at an angle. Starting with the yellow, orange. Now I'm going to go to the brown. And now I'm going to go to the yellow, green. And there you have it. A diagonal bar pattern. Now what I'm going to try are a different kind of line called a curved line.
Curved lines, yes, of course. You can make circles with curves.
That's correct. You can make a lot of different things with curved lines. And you can make a pattern. For this next pattern I'm going to do here, I'm going to use curved lines using purple, sky blue, and black. A curved line is when a line changes direction in a very slow way. Just like this. I'm going to use the same kind of method by skipping some space in my box so that I have some room to add the other colors. Now I'm going to go to sky blue. Now that I've done that, I'm looking at this purple and I'm thinking, maybe I want some thicker purple lines instead. It's perfectly okay to change your mind when you're in the middle of making your artwork. And now I'm gonna go for the black. But we're not done yet. I have this white space here and this white space down here. But because I have a pattern, I know what would come next. If I went purple, and actually it turned out this wasn't black, this was dark purple. If I went dark purple, purple, sky blue, dark purple, purple, sky blue, dark purple, purple, sky blue, dark purple, purple. So that would go there. That's how I would know. So I can finish this little part right here as if it was going to be needed to be done. Then I know that sky blue would come before this. So I take my sky blue and I can actually finish this down here as well. This is one of the benefits of using patterns. Now what I'm going to do is make zigzags. Zigzags are when lines change directions very abruptly. I'm going to use yellow and black for this, and I'm going to start with yellow because it's the brighter, weaker color. Now that I've laid out the yellow zigzags, I'm going to put that aside and pick up the black and add the black zigzag. And finally, you can utilize shapes as patterns as well. There's a very special shape pattern called polka dots. Polka dots are a repeated pattern of circles. I'm going to utilize this orange red and this green in order to create the polka dot. I'm going to utilize the orange red to create a pattern of circles across my square. And now to complete the picture, I'm going to fill in the rest of this area with the green. And what I'm going to do first is make a circle around the circle and then color around it. I'm going to do that for the rest of this pattern.
Well, Mr. Miller, looks like you've completed all the squares. Are these the only patterns there are?
Absolutely not, Mr. Monocle. Patterns can be almost anything and designed in almost any way. It's up to you as an artist to discover your own favorite kinds of patterns. I'm going to be giving everybody one of these pieces of paper so you can start discovering different patterns for yourself. I cannot wait to see what you come up with. I hope to learn something from you as well. Thank you very much for watching this video, and for Mr. Monocle and I, we say good day.
We said good day.